In this video, I'm going to show you some of the color tools that Canva has. So there are plenty of color tools on the internet, but if you want to use the ones within Canva, they do have some pretty good options these days. So if you go to this URL up the top here, which is canva.com, colors, color palettes, it will give you plenty of different color palettes to choose from. And if you keep scrolling, you get 99 pages of them. So there are just so many options. You're sure to find a color palette that you like. So when you do find one that you like, if you click on it, and it also helps by telling you how many have favorited it. So if you're trying to pick colors for your Etsy shop products, whatever else you're selling, then you can use that as well as a guide of what might be a popular color to use in your design. So down the bottom here, it gives you the color codes, but if you just hover over the color and click copy, you can copy it that way. And then if we press R, we can create a rectangle, and then we can paste in that color code. Now, it could be a bit time consuming if you do that one by one. So if you use your snipping tool on your computer, you can copy and paste that entire color range, and then we can make some copies of our rectangle, which is technically a square. And then if you click the pick a color option, you can click on the box and then you can add your colors that way. Now, let's say that you like these three colors, but you don't like that blue. That's fine. You can go back and find another swatch that you like. Maybe you instead want to use, I don't know, that green, for example. That's fine. You can just copy that color. So you can mix and match different swatches that you see. You don't just have to use, the colors that it gives you. You can still modify it and just pick one or two if you like those ones. So those don't look too bad next to each other. The other thing that you can do if you're really stumped, then you can do a snip of the entire swatch here. And instead of flicking back and forth, you can then just copy and paste that whole thing in there, and it will make it much faster to choose what colors you want. So you can change it a lot quicker by just that one, quite the right shade of pink. What if we went with this shade? So it is a lot faster if you paste that whole swatch in there. And you can also search different color palettes. So if you just want I don't know, pink, you can see an overwhelming amount of swatches that only include, well, they have pink and other colors, or some are just pink only. That one's a good one if you want different shades of the same tone. So there's plenty of options there within the color palettes tool. The other option is the color wheel. So that's the URL at the top there to find this. And the good thing about the color wheel is if you have never used used a color wheel or learned about color theory, it gives you an overview here. And it just kind of makes sense when you read it about, why do certain colors look good together? So there is some science behind it. If you notice that particular colors, for me, always blue and green and purple and green, you can see that they are sort of in that same color section. Anyway, so you can click around here on this little color wheel and it will automatically change these colors down the bottom for you. So pick some complementary. You can also then choose different ones. So if you want a 3-color combination, let's say you want a brighter pink, it will take all the colors out brighter, so give you the same kind of tone. So if you know that you like these 3 colors, for example, but you maybe not sure about what shade of those colors that you want. So if you want something bright or more subdued, it's very fast at updating the different colors for you. So it'll be much faster than if you do it manually in Canva with those rectangles that I was showing before. So that's when this is quite handy. And it also gives you those color codes. And if you click, it can copy it for you. You can export it, but I think it's faster to just click copy and then go back to your template and paste it in there. There is also an option for a 4-color palette as well. So just something to keep in mind. And you can also move this slider around as well if you want some more pastel versus some more darker colors. So this one is really good for multiple color schemes where you know what colors you want to use, but you're not sure on the right shades that you want to use of those colors. Another option, if you go up here to color palette generator, we can pull colors from an image. Now this one I think is the least favorite, I guess. I don't really use it for the reason being that I think it really only works well with stock photos or professional photos. I've tried it with my own pictures and it's not accurate at all, and the colors that it picks are pretty bad. I would never use them. So I think that the better option if you want to pull colors from an image would actually be to use design seeds. I think it's been around for years and years. I've used it for that so long, and see how it just gives you really nice color options. And you can just copy and paste these images straight from design seeds into your Canva template and extract the colors out just like I did before. So I would use design seeds if you want to pull colors from an image. But if you did still want to use it, you can upload an image. So I really like these rainbow pens. But when I upload them, the colors that they pick are horrendous. And it doesn't matter if I like choose a different browser tab and upload the image again, it will always come up with these same colors, which are disgusting, and I would never use them. And I'm like, where is the nice rainbow colors? So I just don't recommend this tool. I don't think it's very good unless you're using professional photos or stock photos, and you can get them within Canva in the Elements menu anyway, and you can just color match straight in there. So I don't really think that this color palette generator tool is very good, and I wouldn't recommend it. But in Canva itself, if you go to Elements and you type in something, I like to use flowers or nature, because then it will give you different shades of the same colors, and it'll also give you some good variety. So if we go to photos and keep scrolling, like that one there would give you some good shades. But this one here gives you some nice combos, so does this one. So you can see it just gives you some more color variety. So the other option that you could do is a pattern. So if you went, polka dots, and then pick something like that's got some good colors with multicolored. This one here would have some good color. Like I would never normally pair those colors together, and yet they look good. So adding in some of these patterns can give you some ideas. There's another one that would be good to use. And then if you create your rectangle again for your swatch, and then click the color up the top here, you can see that Canva is pulling the colors out of the images. And if you go see all, if you've got lots of images in here, we can pull out lots of different colors. It just gives you like its own palette. So maybe you want to choose that green and that purple from that image, and then you want that blue and you'll pair it with this yellow. So it's just really good for seeing how all the colors would mix together. So if you're tossing up between different shades of like pink, for example, you can easily see them side by side and see how they would look. So I do think this is really handy, and this is basically doing the same thing as what this tool does anyway. And this one extracts 4 colors, and this one actually extracts 5. So that's why I think this one is far better tool to use within Canva. The last option, or something else that you can do, not necessarily the last option, but another good option, is to search color swatch. And if we go see all against graphics, it'll give you some examples. So that one there, obviously, is giving you 5. That one gives you 4 different swatches, and actually a border around them as well. This one here is some overlapping circles. If you want rounded squares, if you want overlapping circles, and there's one that looks, where is it? This one here where it's like offset circles, some diamonds. So there's plenty of different options if you're creating a color chart for customers. This is also really handy. So if you're giving them the option to choose between mix and matching, say like 2 or 3 colors on some custom design that you're making, then you can give them some ideas. It might be like color scheme 1 if you're making planner stickers, then maybe you make a copy of this, change the colors and call it color scheme 2. And then I think that's just really helpful to compare. And when you have them side by side like this, it's a lot easier than if you just have a chart with like 10 different colors and then they're picking and trying to guess how they look side by side. So I think these are really handy if you have some preset color selections, and if you're making a color chart, you can easily change these. They give you the 4 separate colors up the top. Maybe go like a blue or a teal. So you can quickly change them, which is quite handy. And again, those photo colors show up as well. One other tool that I wanted to give you is these default colors. So don't underestimate them. If you want to make a rainbow color scheme, these are quite helpful to use as your baseline, I guess you could say. Because if you pick like the pink and then you went, say, the purple, maybe you don't like these shades, they're quite bright. Maybe you want something that's a bit more subdued. You can just drag that slider there, but it will give you a good starting base of a color. So that's another thing to consider. But there's just so many options in in here, so you're sure to find something that you like. Otherwise, go to photos and it will literally give you like paint swatches with so many colors to choose from. Like, surely you will find some colors that you like out of these images. Even gives you the little paint chip cards. And that one's a good one too, because you could pull so many colors out of these swatches. So those are the main color tools that I use in Canva, but you can obviously find colors from various places on the internet. I will have a list down below of some other resources that you can use for color inspiration, but definitely use these little swatches and see how colors pair with each other. Use different shades of the same colors. Sometimes I will offer a pastel and a bright version of like colors of whatever I'm making, because sometimes people just want pastel, whereas I want the brighter shades, so you can easily modify, designs that way. So have a think about what colors you want to use, make all your swatches and compare them all before you choose what colors. And I will have a link to some other color tools if you're still lacking inspiration. They'll be linked down below. Hope you found this video helpful, and I do have some other Canva tutorials as well on my YouTube channel, so make sure you go and check those out.